Well, we're actually getting into today's video. I've actually got something pretty serious and something I need to get off my chest, if I'm being 100% honest with you. It's really bothering me, it's really sticking in there. If you don't know what I'm talking about, the SPFL has decided to play both semi-finals on the same day, and it's a clear disadvantage to Celtic Football Club in this arrangement. Listen, hear me out. I know I'm a Rangers man, but hear me out, right? Rangers play Aberdeen at 12 o'clock, right? Celtic play Hearts at 7:45. Hampden, same day. By the time that Rangers beat Aberdeen and make it through to that final, that Hampden groundsman does not, and I repeat, does not have enough time to run down there, cut the grass to Celtic's preferred level. So Brendan Rodgers right away is at a clear disadvantage. It's not fair.
Glorious. No, I won't give in till I'm victorious.
Hello everyone, this is CJ Novo 992 and today we are back for another brand new video. In today's video we have a little discussion topic. I'm going to hit you with another 5 list, that's right. Really scraping the bottom of the barrel for that content, but I think it's a 5 list that actually matters, and it's all going to be around the striker situation on and a certain semi-final that we will be playing in a couple of weeks' time. But before we actually jump into that though, I just want to give a massive thank you to all the recent subscribers and all the support in the last 3 or 4 videos. It's been absolutely incredible, which clearly shows as we make our way to 22k. That's right, we're smashing that door in. Let's keep the momentum up, let's keep all up. If you've not subscribed yet, please do so. And let's just get into today's video. It's actually a pretty good workout, this. Oh, I've put my hamstring. 3, 2, 1. He's a Buffalo Soldier who's suspended for the semi-final. If you don't know already, Alfredo Morelos was yellow carded in yesterday's game versus Ayr for going like this, because he had 2 crunching challenges in a row with no foul given by the referee. He didn't want to hear it. Bobby Madden's Bobby Madden. He just went, get away from me, and the referee booked him. Now Chris Sutton has come out and sort of lambasted him as a liability and also an idiot. That's right, I swear to God, he's called him an idiot and a liability in the same sentence. Is that just going to be allowed? Are you kidding me? I think Chris Sutton needs to take a wee trip back to 2005 and remember his red cards, and did it not cost his team as well? But whether we agree if it was a yellow card or not doesn't matter. The fact remains that Alfredo Morelos is suspended. So, with Kyle Lafferty being cup tied, with Ryan Hardy being out on loan with no return clause, I believe, until the end of the season, and Zach Rudden, who was the nearest of our strikers from the youth academy to the first team, out on loan until the 31st of December at Falkirk, we are a wee bit light. So I'm going to hit you with a 5 list of potential successors in Alfredo Morelos' throne up at the striker for the match against Aberdeen in the semi-final at Hampden. Starting with number 5 is going to be the obvious one, and I can't believe it's number 5 if I'm being 100% honest with you, but it's Umar Sadiq. That's right, the £20 million man from Roma on loan who scored goals for fun wherever he's been. Left foot, right foot, header, he's done it all throughout his career. But yet he comes up here and makes Dalcio look like Messi. Every move's an adventure. That's another way of saying we didn't ken what he's doing, and neither does he. The reason he's at number 5, by the way, is because I can't put him any lower. I felt like I needed to include him on the list because he's our only registered striker with, obviously, Lafferty Cup tied, Morelos suspended at the club. The guy should have been killing it by now, but if the guy's not making it in the squad against Ayr, I don't think he should be nowhere near the Rangers Aberdeen game, and that makes me extremely nervous. In fact, I even fired up on a poll up on Twitter just to get the people's opinion on this one, to ask what people thought. Smooth transition. Sorry, I had to make a cut there because I couldn't find it. That's what she said. Anyway, I asked Twitter, says, would you give Sadiq a chance in the semi-final? But 73% of the people on Twitter voted for no. They would not give Umar Sadiq the opportunity to play in a semi-final, and I think they're right in that opinion. I know he's coming from pedigree, I know that he's coming from this price tag and these prestigious club and everything that, but that doesn't mean nothing. If you're not working hard in training, if you're not impressing enough to play against Ayr, there's no way, and I mean no way, that we can risk him in a semi-final. Rangers fans honestly deserve a trophy this season, and we cannot take Aberdeen lightly. I don't think his play style would stand up, if I'm being 100% honest with you, because he's all about pace and getting him behind. Aberdeen's going to sit deep, they're going to flood the defence, there's going to be no space to run at it, and I think he's just going to bounce off them like a guy running into a glass door. And yes, I do realise I've put him on the list, and I've put him at number 5, even though I've just said all that and pretty much rinsed him to shreds. Yeah, it was a bit like a comedy roast. So is his playstyle. Moving on to number 4, and it's actually going to be a youngster that was mentioned by Tom Miller on Rangers TV, which has obviously got Twitter talking and everyone's asking about him, by the name of Andy Dallas. Obviously coming from that rich vein of good strikers from our academy like Ryan Hardy and obviously Zach Rudden. Andy Dallas is that next player that's just about this away from breaking into the first team or making an appearances for the first team. I've got to be honest, I'm going back and forth for this one. That's why he's at number 4 and obviously above Umar Sadiq, because I can see the pros, because he's physical, he can score goals, he can occupy defenders. I completely understand that. But on the other side of that, the other flip side is it's a bit of a baptism of fire for the young laddie to be thrown in a game as vitally important as a semi-final up against McKenna, who's just going to be throwing the elbows. It is going to be a very difficult task. I'd love to see him come in and smash it. As Gerard always says, if you're good enough, you're old enough. And is he the next sort of young striker that's going to be breaking his way in? It could be. If it is, I'd absolutely be delighted. And to be honest with you, I'd much rather him than Umar Sadiq. And that's me being 100% honest. So he's number 4, Andy Dallas. Number 3 on the list will be Grezda. That's right, the Albanian winger sort of extraordinaire who everyone loves over there. His previous club was absolute raging that we got him. We've clearly not seen the best of Grezda so far in his couple of appearances that he's made. He's nowhere near fit. He's just back from a serious injury. It will take time, but you've seen a couple of positives. You can see how direct he is, how quick-footed he is, how comfortable on the left and right that he actually is. And to be honest with you, I was surprised by how much he likes to get stuck into challenges. He's a bit of a lumpier lad as well. He likes to get stuck in, so I can understand why people would want to play him centre forward. And the reason he's number 3 on my list is he's actually played in that centre forward role before, 3 times in his career, resulting in 1 assist. I've got to be honest with you, beside Umar Sadiq and Andy Dallas, where it would just be a normal formation playing as a striker, the next 3 names that I'm going to mention would be more as a sort of false 9 centre forward role, using the wingers to sort of occupy those spaces. I wouldn't necessarily put Grezda as an out and out striker. I think you've got to play him as a false 9, and that still sort of keeps our main values and what we're actually good at still working. We're just, instead of being too far up front occupying the back line, he's just sitting in front of the midfield, being able to turn and use his pace to get behind people. So number 3 on the list is Grezda. Now it's starting to heat up, isn't it? Let's have a wee sponsor break before we get to 2 and 1, shall we? 3, 2, 1, sponsor break. 2 on the list is Ryan Kent. I know that's a complete surprise, because I know everyone on Twitter, everyone in comment section, everyone on forums is talking about Ryan Kent as the false 9 of dreams. He is the people's opinion. That's who everyone wants to see, and quite rightly so. The man is absolutely on fire. The guy can just glide by people. He creates absolute havoc, and you can see he's got that goal scoring edge. Like, he's just about an inch or 2 away, and he can genuinely create things out of absolutely nothing. And like we saw against yesterday, when we're not playing necessarily good, he can be the spark to the offence that just gets the entire team going and gets the fans going. So I completely understand that. And the reason I've actually put him at number 2, and to back up what everyone's been saying, is the guy's played 15 times in the centre forward role throughout his career, resulting in 5 goals and 1 assist, which I think is a fantastic turnaround. So he can play in that position. He's got the backup. I just wanted to mix up and put someone a wee bit interesting at number 1. But if I'm being 100% honest with you, I'm fully expecting Ryan Kent to start as the centre forward. I'd take 6 goals. If he's going to replicate that against Aberdeen, I'll take that all day. Now, as we get to number 1, this one might be a wee bit out there, and I'm going to mention a couple of people that didn't quite make it. Scotty Arfield was very, very close to making my 5. In fact, if I'm being 100% honest with you, he was my number 5, but then I swapped him out for Umar Sadiq because I felt like I needed to speak to him, because he's the only striker at our club as it stands just now in the senior squad. So he could potentially play there. But my number 1 may be a complete surprise to most, but it's going to be none other than Ajaya. Now, Ajaya, I know he's never played there before, unlike Ryan Kent and Grezda, who's played in that position, who would know that position and know what to do. But I'm thinking about it. What do we do? What does Alfredo Morelos offer you? The physical presence, right? Getting to the back to defenders, occupying, holding the ball up and bringing others into play. What does Ajaya do best through all the stuff that he does in the midfield? Holding the ball up, getting his arms out, occupying the defenders or midfield players, opening the space up and sort of passing the ball for others to create things. Occupying spaces, creating spaces, that is what he does. And not only that, if you look at what Kyle Lafferty does when he plays, he's got that sort of the height and the sort of winning the headers ability. Ajayi is a pretty lumpy laddie. Again, strong, tall, can get involved. And I know he's never played there. The furthest up front he's ever been is attacking midfield. But if you're playing basically a false nine, I think he's going to have his back to the goal a lot. I'm not expecting him to run in behind the defenders. I'm not expecting him to run into headers and beat McKenna and everything in the air. No, I'm expecting him to sit just above the midfield, with his back to goal, and bring the wingers into play, who I believe will have a vital game, whether that be Middleton, who I hope it is, Candeas, Ryan Kent, whoever's out in that wing will have a very important game. But I think just looking at what we do, our play style, that hold up play that we need from Alfredo Morelos, when we're playing the best that we can play, that's when Morelos has got his back to goal. I'm looking at Ajayi, I'm seeing him bullying people week in and week out now. The strength, the confidence, the way he's playing, I'd actually put him up there and see what he's got. But anyway, that is my opinion. That is my top 5 list. If you don't mind getting involved in the comment section below, that would be absolutely amazing. Also, shout out to the 3 new patrons that has recently joined. We are now up to 23 patrons. Thank you so much for donating. Every single penny will be going back to the channel, so we cannot thank you any more. We're genuinely going to get some actually good quality. Yay! Shame about the content. And as always, if you don't mind smashing the like button, it genuinely helps. I know I always say it in every video and it might be annoying and irritating, but you'd be surprised how many thousands of views I get. You get very little likes. If you don't mind smashing the like button, it definitely helps out and helps others find the videos and helps the channel and helps us all. Until I've been Sieging92. Thank you for listening to me today. It's a bit of a random top 5. Thank you for watching and bye bye.